Um, Good afternoon. This is the silver bullet, and we are in the afternoon session. And this is actually a morning session for the New York, but on our own time frame, we are on the +1 GMT. So this is the session for us to print out our ICT silver bullets kill zone. So for now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start sharing my screen, and it is already time to start looking at the silver bullet. So this is our main morning session for the silver bullet that I took, but for now I'm going to delete this because until later, before I will be able to sorry, I need to check something. I need to check. Yeah, so we're good. So this is the morning session that I made. This is a morning session that I did on the silver bullet. But I am going to upload the video that I did for the silver bullet session in the morning. So for now, I'm going to start filtering out my silver bullets for the afternoon session. When is the start for my silver bullet to start is the 15:45, that is 3:45, and +1 UTC is same as +1 GMT. And for this, I can say the market just took out this high. Apologize. Apologies. I need to fix up some things. I need to fix up some things before explaining. I need to start explaining. Seems like my voice is too low for the video, so I'm going to bring my mic close to my lips. This is the start of the silver bullet, and before the start of the silver bullet for me, I saw 3 candles around this axis. 1, 2, 3. This is the first candle. This is a third candle, and we are expected to see a fair value gap, a gap between the third candle and the first candle, which signifies a valid fair value gap for us to run and make it as our point of interest in the market. So for now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to filter it out, and the first fair value gap that I saw was this. This was the first fair value gap that I saw. Interesting. I need to reload my trading view. So this is the last high that was taken. A high that was taken, and we have a low also on this axis, but our point of interest is this first fair value gap that we saw. Since we can identify our silver bullet structure, so let me bring it here. So this is the first fair value gap that I could identify in the market. I filter it out, and my rule is to see that a candle closes around this axis and makes a move for a reversal, and if this fair value gap is being broken below, then we can identify this fair value gap to be an invalid fair value gap. And you can see here, from this candle to this candle also, there's a fair value gap just right below it. There's a fair value gap right below it. But for me, I am much more anticipating the fair value gap that is right below here, this level. This is where my eyes is on. I can't see on the higher time frame that is going to come here a bit before retracing, but whatever the market gives me, I accept it that way. So if even we miss this fair value gap, there's always an opportunity for the fair value gap to appear again in another candle before the before the silver bullet session is over. We will always meet up with another fair value gap. So for now, this is the fair value gap that we are anticipating. If you believe you are in another, for traders that they are from another countries, which maybe you might be at plus 2 GMT, plus 3 GMT, plus 4 GMT, advisably, what I will tell you is that you should filter out your time zone, your silver bullet, not according to my own, but you should try and calculate the timing, because I am from +1 GMT, that is +1 UTC, and you might be 3 hours ahead, 4 hours ahead, or 5 hours ahead of me, which in that case you can be able to, in that case I can say you can be able to calculate and be able to know when the fair value gap and when the silver bullet session will start in your own time zone. That's the most confusing part, knowing when it can start in your own time zone. That is why when I was doing my own research, I had to spend at least 2 months, I think, or a month, no trading, and I was just testing it out and also reviewing the pairs and also looking at each session, which in that case I had to be saving each silver bullet session on my folder. That is on my folder. I screenshot it, then I kept it with me. So for now, we are still in the moment that we are waiting for. This is the silver bullet starting session for me. But normally, before, if you want to make a trade, wait until it is 4 p.m. That is 1600. When it is 1600, that is 4 p.m. Then you can start looking for possible trades to enter. So for now, I'm going to delete this, and I can filter out when the silver bullet session will be over. This is also a low that was taken out by this previous candle, and this between this candle and this third candle was respected by this. So but for me, I saw this as a valid fair value gap. So even though I feel like I missed it, there are also, this can be a possibility of a buy. You can place your buy right here, and you can place your longs. But for me, I will like to wait for another possible fair value gap to present itself in the market. Some people might say, well, since for me, I identified this as a possible fair value gap, that is between this candle and this candle. 1, 2, 3. The second candle is where you identify your silver bullet fair value gaps. So even I miss it here, it can be presentable around here, which I can place in my buy and go for a trade. But for today, in my own case, I am not trading the New York silver bullet because I've already traded. From my own rules, I have to be trading one time a day, and it is also a condition that was set for me from my own trading from accounts, which I have to follow. So but for me, I have already finished my trading for today. So for now, I'm just doing a little tape reading that we can see. No trades, but there will be a tape reading that is looking at possible fair value gaps. So this fair value gap was not respected, but this second fair value gap was respected. This is first candle, second candle, third candle. First candle, second candle, third candle. You will see fair value gap there being respected. This is the candle that came to that region tapped into the fair value gap and continue its trend. So for now, some people might decide to place in their buys, but for me, if it is in my case, it is 1 to 2. Some people might just decide to say, fixing 6 pips. For me, on the contrary, I like to fix 10 pips. 10 pips for 20 pips. That's the maximum I can go for the for 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 both fixing and also the reward. That is risk to reward. So if you can be able to trade here, then you can. I know some people will rather wait for another opportunity to show up before they can place in another trade. But some people can go for this trade since the fair value gap was respected here. So we expect an upside movement. We expect an upside movement. Let's see. I think I also have to check in on my I have to check in on the video that I just uploaded. I think I have to not this. I think I have to delete this. Seems that like it failed in the morning. But let me check something right here. I need to check something. I think I need to check something before the trade moves. I think I should do what I should do is start uploading the fair value gap and the silver bullet, I mean, sorry, silver bullet session for the London session. Okay, still moving. There's still a lot of time. The problem with it is that if you are the one doing it, you won't see it as stressful, but you, the one person watching the video for more than 1 hour and it's so boring, it will be a little bit difficult for you to watch. You want to see how the trade ended. That is what mostly we traders are. So we want to see how it ended. That is, we don't want to see, we don't want to hear any explanation of the market. Also, I have also that kind of character. But since I am the one doing the I'm the one doing the live streaming, I have to wait. And I know everyone will be expecting why is the candle wasting time? Is not moving the way we expect. That's one thing with trading. If you can be able to place in your trade, then you should just leave it. Just leave it to work and just on with your activities. You can check in after every 15 minutes or after every 20 minutes, and some can go for 30 minutes. For me, I like to look at each time I place in a trade, I like to go back into that trade, looking at it after every 30 minutes, seeing what it's doing, because sometimes I might miss the trade, hitting my first take profit, and maybe I haven't applied a trading alert for the take profit one. So I have to be watching to see what the market has done so that I can be able to trade. Yeah, it's difficult to be just be keep to sit down and just be talking and be talking on on live stream. It's just one of the difficult things I have faced these days, and it's kind of stressful. But I have to also do it for the community. I have to do it for the community because they also deserve to understand this clearly, even if they don't understand how silver bullet is, and if they don't clearly understand how mine is. Well, technically, they can pick in one or two understandings, which in their case they can do their own research. If you do see how I do mine, how I filter out my silver bullet session, you should also go to your trading view, check in every possible pair. That is every possible pair that you trade. Check the last 30 trading days and um check in the silver bullet session of both the London and the New York session. Check in both the London and the New York session and screenshot it and keep it on your and just screenshot it and keep it on your either your phone or your laptop. After that, then you can go into those um you can go into those screenshots and you can be able to see it clearly and visibly, because every day it comes up, it pops up in the market, always and always it will pop up. So for you, all you have to do is just to study it. You have to study the sessions and see what it does. Every session you will see it. Every session you will see it. Either the London or the New York, you will see those. You will always see that silver bullet, the fair value gaps being respected, and you will see. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to upload the video that I did for the silver bullet session in the morning. So for now, I'm going to start filtering out my Okay, I'm back. Seems like so. For now, since this trade is moving, I think for me, I will look at other pairs and to see what the silver bullet session is doing. Let's see the Nasdaq. Here is the Nasdaq that we have. This is the 53. That is, oh sorry, this is the 345. This is 345 starting. When do we start looking for our trade entries? We look for our trade entries at 4 p.m. at the 1600. So as you can see also, this is a possible fair value gap that was spotted in this Nasdaq. Apologies to say, I just changed my pair. If you haven't seen it, this is the first value gap that was spotted. Since there's no fair value gap outside that was expected, this is the first value gap that was supposedly the market should come and hit, but it didn't. So here's a fair value gap. Let's go to gold. I have terrible execution at gold, but as you can see for the gold, this is the silver bullet starting of the session where you place in your tool, and from 1605 you have to start looking for possible fair value gaps. So for now there is no fair value gaps around here, so the only fair value gap that is spotted is this fair value gap, which is outside. But I expect the market I expect the market to respect this fair value gap. This is the fair value gap. Interesting. This is the fair value gap. Okay. This is a fair value gap here, right here, on the silver bullet session. This is the starting area of where we start pinpointing, and when 4 p.m. clicks in, we start looking for possible fair value gap. So for this candle, we are looking for the candle for the trade, for the candle to respect this and go for an upside movement. But if it breaks below this fair value gap, that means this is an invalid fair value gap. So that is why I sometimes wait for a candle to candle formation to present itself. When a candle close right here, not below the blue box, I consider it as a clean fair value gap. The next candle will give a buy, but the two candles to close into this zone will give me the chance to know if this fair value gap is working or is going to fail. The last two candles that are going to form inside here. Same also for silver. Pretty much, let's say for silver, there's no much silver bullet spotted in this session. But either way, whatever the issue is, we know if we haven't seen the silver bullet outside, we know that we will identify a possible fair value gap inside that zone before the close of the silver bullet session. And if it doesn't present itself, fine, we leave the trading for that day. Let's go to AUD, that is Australia. Same for this. For this, let's ignore this right here and bring this. This is the first point of interest. For the silver bullet. How do you start?